So, I will be talking about how the Great Depression had influenced the African Americans. During the 1920s, African Americans were just starting to seek for their freedom and prosperity. Thousands of them moved out of the South into the cities in the North, and there they found new economic opportunities to create a better life for themselves and their families. And they also set foot in the politics world by gaining the voting rights and protesting. However, most of the African Americans in the country still worked in unskilled jobs, such as cotton agricultures, cheap labor forces, kitchens, and other unimportant positions. And this caused the workplaces to easily replace them with white people in need of employment, leading to their suffer when the economy collapsed. So they were said to be the last hired and first fired. According to the Library of Congress, the African American unemployment rate in 1932 reached almost 50%. Moreover, black unemployment rates in the South doubled or even tripled that of the white population. Death rate increased and families suffered. This intensified situation sparked major political developments among African Americans. For example, in 1929, Jobs for Negroes movement was launched, boycotting the chain stores that had mostly black customers but hired only white employees. The oppression transformed into motivation, causing a shift of political standpoints among the African Americans. Roosevelt saw this situation as an opportunity and sought alliances with the African Americans. In 1928, they voted for the Democrats for the first time, and in 1932, they supported the Democratic candidate Franklin D. Roosevelt to be successfully elected as president. Historian John Hope Franklin commented on the influence of Roosevelt on African Americans, that he inspired large numbers of the blacks. He had a purpose, had a message, had a program, and it seemed that it was better than the inertia that preceded things. After the launching of the New Deal by Roosevelt, African Americans benefited greatly, but there were still discriminations by local administrations. And after that, the formation of National Youth Administration and the Works Progress Administration ensured the education for black youths and jobs for black males. And organizations like Congress of the Industrial Organizations established labor unions for black workers for the first time. After the Second World War began, African Americans were secured with more jobs at better wages and a greater range of occupations than ever before. Their struggles for equality and rights achieved remarkable integration during the war, and further led to the civil rights movement. African Americans were one of the groups that suffered the most from the Great Depression. They were already relegated to lower paying professions, had less of a financial cushion to fall back on when the economy collapsed. The impact spurred the rise of African Americans' activism, starting with their support to Roosevelt and then to the Second World War, finally laid ground for the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 1960s. And thank you for watching.